Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to rank MBTI personalities based on their empathy. Make sure to watch each one and find out which personalities are the most empathetic. Some personality types are very empathetic and some just are not. Each individual has their own level of empathy. However, based on general tendencies, we have ranked each one of 16 personality types in one of these categories. Here is the MBTI personalities ranking based on their empathy. Number 1. ISTJ. Actually, ISTJs are very compassionate people who excel at showing empathy for others. They can perceive a circumstance and intellectually comprehend why that individual could be upset. Thus, they will be sympathetic. However, as ISTJs do not inherently value emotions over reason and application, they may not be particularly adept at empathy. ISTJs are typically great companions and are eager to listen to their loved ones when they are in need. Although they might not always be able to fully understand the person's emotions, they will undoubtedly want to encourage them. Number 2. ISFJ. ISFJs have a high capacity for empathy and can easily comprehend the feelings of others. They genuinely care about others around them and just want to see them happy. They frequently have the ability to detect when someone they care about is angry, and they will immediately try to make things right. ISFJs are adept at turning off their empathy when it is required, but they are also great at putting themselves in other situations. They are wonderful companions because they have a natural capacity for empathy and emotional understanding. Number 3. ESTJ. Because they prioritize efficiency and practicality over feelings, ESTJs frequently struggle to convey empathy. The ESTJ may find it difficult to comprehend another person's genuine distress unless they have directly experienced it. Although they are rather kind people, they lack a natural capacity for empathy. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. People who are ESFJs are, by nature, very empathetic and skilled at reading others' emotions. Before the individual even realizes it, ESFJs frequently have a strong sense of when someone is angry in their immediate vicinity. They are very empathetic people because they can feel the emotions of those around them. When an ESFJ wants to, they are very good at putting themselves in other people's situations and comprehending why they feel the way they do. Number 5. INFJ. INFJs have a strong connection to other people's emotions and are inherently empathetic. INFJs typically have the ability to read another person's emotions before they are spoken, just by being in the same room as them. They instantly interpret this person's actions and can quickly determine what is upsetting them. INFJs have a strong ability to empathize with others, which makes them excellent listeners as well. Even the darkest people can sometimes be understood by them, which can occasionally make the INFJ uneasy. Number 6. INFP. While INFPs are capable of feeling empathy, they experience it very differently than INFJs. Because of their vivid imaginations, INFPs usually picture themselves in various scenarios. They are capable of mentally placing themselves in the shoes of others, even though they may not be naturally conscious of the feelings of others. An INFP might take the time to imagine how it might feel for them personally when someone describes their predicament and their anguish to them. They may become incredibly caring and empathetic people as a result. Number 7. ENFJ. People that identify as ENFJs are incredibly empathetic, nearly to the point where it can be problematic for them. They can nearly always sense when someone nearby is upset about anything, and they frequently go above and beyond to make things right. People around ENFJs are important to them, and they will go out of their way to make them happy. The ENFJ will feel the urge to address this issue since they are able to detect when individuals are distressed or going through emotional turmoil. Number 8. ENFP. Because ENFPs are deeply compassionate and frequently open-minded, they have a special capacity for empathy. They are more sensitive to their own internal feelings than to the feelings of other people. However, ENFPs have a talent for imagination that enables them to imagine themselves in other people's situations. They constantly experiment with a variety of new things and like expanding their horizons, which makes them often able to comprehend the perspectives of others in any given circumstance. Number 9. ISTP. Although ISTPs are actually rather good at empathizing with others, this does not necessarily indicate they are motivated to act. ISTPs frequently get why someone feels a certain way, but they don't believe it is vital for them to try to address the emotional problems of others. They usually understand why someone is unhappy, but they assume that person should handle the situation themselves. Because ISTPs tend to be fairly autonomous and will frequently take care of their own needs without assistance from others, they typically anticipate the same behavior from others. Number 10. ISFP. ISFPs make wonderful listeners and will typically stay seated for hours to hear someone complain. They have very strong feelings, but they generally struggle to communicate these feelings to others. Although they frequently put themselves in others' shoes, they might not always be able to console others with the appropriate words. Although they might not inherently have empathy, they can frequently access it. Number 11. ESTP. Although ESTPs are frequently capable of empathizing, they are also skilled at suppressing this ability. They typically disregard other people's feelings because they prefer reason and action over feelings. Because they value having that person in their lives, ESTPs frequently take the time to empathize with those they genuinely care about. However, ESTPs frequently fail to perceive the advantages of consistently engaging with other people's emotions. Number 12. ESFP. ESFPs have intense emotions, however, they might not be good at empathizing by nature. ESFPs excel at displaying sympathy toward others when they have experienced something similar firsthand. But there are some roadblocks where an ESFP might not be able to fully see why the individual is so unhappy if they haven't been in that situation. However, they are kind people who make an effort to help the ones they care about. Number 13. INTJ. Given that they value logic above all else, INTJs are hardly the most empathetic people. They frequently comprehend why someone could be unhappy in a particular circumstance, but it does not mean they accept the person's emotional response as the appropriate one. INTJs are intellectual people who make an effort to rationally comprehend the world around them. Although their thirst for information typically makes them fairly self-aware, they can lack emotional intelligence. The INTJ might prefer that someone calm down and make an effort to be more logical when they are acting emotionally. Number 14. INTP. It's a common misconception that INTPs lack empathy. However, this is not the case at all. Although they can empathize with others, INTPs just prefer to concentrate on logical comprehension. The INTP may usually empathize with other people's emotions if they let that half of themselves out. They may even be innately aware of when someone in their life is angry. They may just be unsure of how to respond. Due to their high level of intelligence, INTPs are able to identify with and comprehend the emotions of others in a variety of contexts. Number 15. ENTJ. Since they value effectiveness and logic over the expression of emotions, ENTJs are frequently not perceived as empathetic individuals. Although ENTJs are aware that emotions are a natural aspect of being human, they do not want to let them dictate their course of action. An extremely emotional person will usually be rapidly shut down by an ENTJ. They favor rational thinking over emotional responses to situations. Unless they are able to understand the rationale behind the other person's actions, this may limit the ENTJ's capacity for empathy. Number 16. ENTP. People who are ENTPs are unexpectedly self-aware and have a high capacity for empathy. Since they prefer making logical decisions over emotional ones, they may decide to disregard their connection to other people's feelings. If ENTPs take effort, they are quite adept at comprehending others' feelings and placing themselves in their situations. ENTPs frequently try to rationally understand a problem and will often suppress an emotional response in favor of rational conclusions. Despite being able to comprehend what is bothering those people, this may make ENTPs less empathetic toward them. These videos will be really helpful for you.